Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Overkill Portfolio. These are all the names that I am currently holding, maybe potentially looking to add, looking to sell this week. I'm just tweeting over here, letting Twitter know that we're live. We are back to normal live schedules, guys. I was gone all of last week. Thank you guys for checking in on me. I'm all right. I announced that I went on a camping trip. So I'm back from camping. We're back to Monday through Friday live streams here on YouTube. Happy to be back. It's good to take a break from the market sometimes and just check out. Come back with a refreshed mind and just a fresh look on things. Hasn't changed in my portfolio lately. I'll start here at the top with SOXS. This is just our semiconductor bear ETF. So we have been short chips for about a month. You can see chips are just kind of consolidating here at the top. We're looking for those to come down, right? They are very overextended, very far off of their moving averages. Stocks like AMD, stocks like Micron, stocks like Intel, right? These are all very extended. You've seen Intel really start to break down here. But again, if you guys are using our trading strategy, right? We are buying when the wave is down here and selling when it's up here. So we actually bought Intel down here at around $19. I think I ended up selling right here around 45. And yes, it kept going. My goal is not to time the exact top or the exact bottom. My goal is to get close. So I know I wasn't even close. This, in my opinion, was a very unprecedented move. But I am now short. You even got the MACD crossover here onto the downside here for Intel. I actually have a short position on that as well. So I have short positions currently on Intel and SOXS. SOXS is a bearish semiconductor ETF. It is a levered ETF, so it is very volatile. It looks like they actually have a stock split coming up on Wednesday. But what I'm noticing with SOXS is it always comes up here into this white line and gets rejected. You see how we scroll back out and it hits the white line, gets rejected, hits the white line, gets rejected, hits the white line, gets rejected. So when this thing is going down, that means semiconductors are going up. So semiconductors have had this massive, massive move to the upside, right? So this ETF has gotten absolutely pounded here. So if it goes back up into that white line that we're talking about here, right? If it reaches back to that price, just to the white line here, okay, which is the yearly moving average, that's a 1,900% move. So I'm going off on a limb saying chips are in a bubble. Okay, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but I just don't care. If you just look at the basic fundamentals of the chart, okay, the mean is the average, right? That's the 4-year moving average that we talk about here on this channel. Whenever price, which on this graph would be the red line, whenever that gets way up here, right, way extended off of the moving average, okay, that means things are new paradigm phase, right? It's XRPs going to 10,000 by the end of the year, right? Delusion, greedy, right? Everyone, they don't want to take profits because they think it's going to keep going up forever, right? I mean, this thing currently is sitting, Micron alone is sitting 73% off of the 4-year moving average. I've been doing this for 10 years and I haven't seen a lot of names that are sitting that far off, which tells me we are in a bubble, right? AMD's up 65% off that line. Intel is right, sitting 56%. So all these chip stocks, right, they've had a great trade. It's been an awesome, awesome year for chips, right? But what happens up here? This is where the smart money, they take profits. They start selling. They want retail excited. They want retail believing that it's never going to stop, right? Because these guys, right, who bought down here, okay, who bought when the wave was down here, they're taking profits now, folks. They're like, okay, $20 all the way to 140. That's a 700% move, right? You put in 10 grand down here, you have $70,000. Okay, and now you're starting to see the charts break down. So I'm staying short, right? I'm staying short on SOXS and Intel. Those are two of my positions that I'm still holding. Those are currently the only two positions I am short on at the moment in the Overkill portfolio. The next one's EIGN. I'm still holding this one. This is an Ethereum altcoin here. So I bought this one, I think, right around 20 cents. So I'm up about 13% on it or something like that. It's a newer coin. Again, look where it got rejected last time, that white line. So my first target's going to be 62 cents. The red zone is sitting up there between $1 and $1.20. If you guys are familiar with our trading strategy, we look to sell when the price is in the red zone. So if we reach the red zone on EIGEN, this is a pretty newer altcoin, so it's pretty low key. That's around a 380% move back to there. So still holding that one. Again, As long as the dot is green, I'm bullish. As long as the dot is green, we have nothing to worry about, right? If we get a red dot, then we can make the decision to either take some off the table or set a stop loss. But until the red dot shows up, there's nothing to worry about. Okay, so EIGN, that one's the biggest winner in my crypto today so far. GoodRx, I sold half of this last week at around 312. Looking for that one to break out over 320. If that can get over 320, I think it's going to keep pumping here. Just looking for the red dot. The red zone on this is sitting up here around 4 to 5, so I'm waiting for it to come back up to these levels, 450 to $5. It's sitting at 3 right now. So I still have a pretty good range on that. Again, I took half of my profits last week. Okay, that's around a 64% move. The reason I took profits was because of this red dot right here at around that $3 level. So again, it's okay to take a little bit off the table. And again, if you look and see where we got rejected last time, that white line, that's been acting as resistance, 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 resistance. So there's a chance that this could be resistance here. So what I did was sell half to de-risk my position because we bought it down here. We bought it at $2. Okay, we're up 33, I think it was like 35%. So if it keeps going, I still have that other half of the position. PayPal, one of my favorite stocks this week. This one looks very bullish. Okay, this right here is a very bullish pattern. Okay, this is called a higher low. Okay, so a higher low is when something sells off. Okay, and then it bounces. So it bounced right here from 38 back to 50, and then it pulled back over the last 2 months and bounced at a higher level. So we bounced at 38, and then we bounced at 40. You got the signal right here on the 22nd back at 42, and we're really breaking out here. I like PayPal a lot still. I think this one has yet to make a move. A big move at least. July 28th is going to be their earnings, so I still really like PayPal. Again, the red zone's up here between 68 and 80. There's a lot of meat on the bone. Really breaking out. That thing gapped up today, so that looks really good. Mega ETH, this is another low market cap play. This is actually one of the lowest market cap cryptocurrencies on Robinhood. It just got listed on Coinbase back in April, so it's only been on Coinbase for a couple of months. I do have a position on it. It's only like a $50 million market cap, so EIGN and Mega are two very low cap plays. Probably my only two low cap plays I have left in my portfolio, but I like both of them. Both of them have to do with Ethereum. Ethereum's the number one altcoin in the world, so I really like those two for the ecosystem still. ACN, this one got hammered on their earnings. I think I bought this one around 165 or 170, so I am down 16%, somewhere around there. It did give a green dot here last week. I'm just looking for this thing to maybe come back up here to the white line at 210. So I'm still holding that one. I have not averaged down on ACN yet. I could here, but I just have decided not to. I'm still holding my position though. P-Sky, again, this one's just chopping around here, not doing much. Looking for the green dot on that to potentially add to it. We've gotten a bunch of signals down here, one at 10, one down here at 950. This one, it's sitting at 950. So again, a very boring stock here. The reason I bought this was because they bought the UFC, and the UFC is like the number one watch sport in the world, I'm pretty sure, on pay-per-view at least. So it's a streaming company sitting at an all-time low. They're making big deals, big moves in the market. So I think this is a great long-term play. I may average down on that weekly dot. I haven't decided yet. It just depends on where it comes. Path. We entered this one around 10. It's up a little bit. I think I'm up around 10%. Just waiting for the red dot on that one. STLA. This thing is just absolutely getting annihilated here. This is they make the Dodge and Jeep, so they're a big, huge company. They make around, what did they make last quarter? $44 billion. This stock's just super beat up. I think I bought this one around 590. It's sitting down here. You can see it bounced right back here in 2016, 10 years ago. Okay, so 10 years ago, it hit this spot and then absolutely ripped. So, again, my goal is to buy great companies at great prices. Okay, that's our goal here at Overkill Trading. So, when something sells off like this and it's a great company, right, making $44 billion every 3 months, okay, looks interesting, right? So, I do have a position on this. I think I'm playing the options on this one. I think I played the $20... I think it was the $20 calls for 2028. So again, that's like a 2-year leap position there. But again, you guys could see support has been right here since 2016. We bounced right here at $6 in 2020. And again, we're finding support here on STLA. I still really like that one. ISRG, that one's still green. I think I'm like break even on this trade. It's sitting right on that 4-year moving average. Remember, we talked about the mean here. Okay, we want to buy into the mean. We don't want to buy way up off the mean. Okay, the mean is that blue line. We don't want to buy up here. We want to buy into it. We want to buy into it, or below it. Okay, but we got the green dot there a couple weeks ago. That's where I entered. It's still sitting in the same price. And again, these trades, guys, are for 1 to 6 months out. If you guys are new, these are not day trades. When you get a signal, it doesn't mean you're going to be all the way back up here tomorrow, right? This trade back here took from September all the way up to January. September, October, November, December, January. That was 5 months. Okay, so a lot of people come to the channel thinking, oh, these green dots are going to make me rich overnight. No, this is a 1 to 6 month swing trade strategy, guys. I do have all of our trading rules laid out over here inside of the Discord under the onboarding tab. These are our trading rules. Everything we do here is based on 3 things: logic, data, and discipline. Logic is going to be our plan. This is our buying strategy. This is our selling strategy. The data is going to be what we see on the charts, our signals, right? The MACD, the RSI, the moving averages. That's the data, and the discipline is just the ability to stick to the plan, stick to the strategy no matter what happens. Okay, so if you guys are not familiar with these rules, I do have a free trading course over here you guys can check out under the trading course tab, completely free. It's on YouTube. There's like 14 videos in there you guys can check out if you want to learn more about the strategy, but it's pretty simple. We want to buy great assets at great prices. How do we know we're getting a great price? Well, we look at the moving averages. We look at where the wave is. This blue wave is my favorite indicator, right? It tells us when people are fearful. When this wave is down here below this white line, that means people are fearful. Why are they fearful? Well, because more than likely the stock just pulled back 50%. Okay, this thing went from 600 all the way down here to 400. That's like a 40-50% pullback. Okay, and we're right into the average. So what are we doing? We're buying the crap out of it. Okay, because we want to buy things at the mean, right? The 4-year average, that means you're getting a fair price. You're not getting a fair price up here. You're getting a fair price down here. And down here, you're getting a discounted price. So when the wave is down here giving green dots, this is where we want to take part. This is where we want to enter the position. We don't want to enter when the wave's up here. We want to enter when it's down here. Okay, given the green dot. And then we're holding 1 to 6 months. Okay, 1 to 6 months. And sometimes you might have to hold longer than 6 months. I don't make the rules. I don't control the markets. Again, these are just signals to get us in, not at the bottom, but close to the bottom. If we can get within 10 to 20% of the macro bottom, okay, we're doing it right. We're going to beat 99% of the retail traders. We got BABA here. BABA, I'm actually up on this position now. I entered it right around 110. The dot is green, so again, I'm looking for the wave to come back up here now, right? I'm holding this one, okay, waiting for the wave to come back up here. Chinese stocks look very interesting here. DJT, believe it or not, I'm still holding this. Okay, it's got the green dot here on the monthly. Who knows what the heck this is going to happen with this company? Okay, I want to see it bounce though. It has these very vigorous bounces. This is like a meme stock to me. Okay, not a very good one over the last couple of years. I mean, it's gone from $80 all the way down to $7. If it goes back to 80, though, that's a 10x trade. It does have the monthly alert here, so I think my last entry was at $8. So I'm up a little bit since my last entry, and just continuing to hold that one. Morpho, I entered this one over the weekend. I really like this play. This is going to be a competitor of AAVE, AAVE, which I also entered last week. It's sitting at $2 right now. The dot is green. That's why I entered it. I know it's not down here, but I do like this one. I am bullish on altcoins and cryptocurrency going into the end of the year. So I want to buy these new and up and coming names. I think $1 billion market cap for a name like this is very small. I think it could easily reach 10 to 20 billion. But again, the dot is green, so I'm bullish. I'm looking for the wave to come back up here and give me a red dot. We are in the red zone here. So this is a play saying, hey, we're going to break out of that resistance right there and go higher at 240, kind of like Hype did here. Okay, this looks very similar to what Hype did, kind of like back in this area. Just absolutely ripped. I think Morpho is a great play. I did enter that last week. I think I entered it like 210, so I'm down, I don't know, 3% on the position or something like that. But the dot is green, the MACD's crossover, everything looks good on the technicals. Here's NVO. NVO, this one has a red dot here. It's kind of consolidating, putting in a bull flag here. So again, just looking for the red dot on that one. We entered this back here at around $37 to $40. We're up pretty good on this. I think I'm up like 50% on the position because I'm playing the levered name NVOX. But I like this one a lot above 44. They're the drug maker of Ozempic. If that thing can break out over like 52, that thing should fly at least back to 68. The red zone's sitting at around 64 to 72. Still like that one. Looking for a sell signal. Lucid still sitting down here. I think we entered this at like $6, down a little bit on that position as well. Again, just consolidating right now. Axlar, same thing. I think we're about break even on this trade as well. We got in, I think I'm down probably 10% on this on this trade as well. But again, the dot is still green there on the monthly. Looking for the weekly, we're just flat. Everything's flat right now. Crypto's just very boring, right? We're going through one of these phases right here where things are just sideways, okay? Things are just sideways, boring. They call this the stealth phase because no one's talking about it anymore, right? No one's hooping and hollering, telling us, hey, XRP's going to 10,000 by the end of the year. You guys remember when they were saying that? Okay, back up here, everyone was excited about crypto back in July when we got our sell signals. August and July, back here. This is when everyone's excited. This is when nobody's excited. Okay, we are looking to buy in these areas. Okay, and XRP actually got the green dot last week. That one's coming up. Kita, hanging on to 12 cents like a champ. If that one breaks down below like 11 cents, I will probably sell that. I'm down on this position as well. I'm pretty much down on every crypto that I own right now, except for Aerodrome, and Uniswap, and Aave. Pretty much all these other cryptos I am down on, okay? But again, none of them are losses until we decide to sell. So I believe the bottom is in. I believe the bottom for altcoins, I believe it's in. Will names like Kita last? I don't know. But what I can tell you is that this one has support right here at 11.5. Okay, this is a newer play. It's been a rug pull. Again, everyone was excited about Kita up here at $1.50. No one's talking about it down here at 12 cents. So I think if this thing's going to actually be something, I think this is where the bottom is, right here around 12. Now, if it breaks 11 cents, I'm going to be stopped out of the trade. I'm hoping a green dot pops up on that. If I get stopped out, I'll just rotate into Morpho or something. Trump coin, this is a joke, right? Meme coin, just going to the floor. I don't even know why I bought this. I think I bought it at $2. Still in it. Just looking for it to pop back up. Nike, I bought this one last week too off the green dot. This one is just ranging here at 40. Looking for that to break out over like 47. If we can get above that resistance, that'd be great. But I am in on this. I think I'm about break even. Again, got in on that last week. Still holding that. Nike's just been absolutely annihilated. I took a very small position on it. But this thing gave a monthly alert. And it has a weekly alert as well. It's down from 180 all the way down here to 43. Their earnings still look good. They're still making money, $11 billion a quarter. So they're making $11 billion every 3 months. They just need to buy their stock back or something. Okay. So I did take a small position on that. Pancake swap, again, very boring. Not going anywhere. Okay, I think I'm break even on this one as well. I think I entered on this signal back here at like 130. So I might be up a little bit. But again, we are in a consolidation phase, guys. I just want you guys to understand the markets do three things, right? They go up, they go down, they go sideways. Everybody wants this, but can't sit through this, right? This is the boring phase. This is nothing going on. Okay, but as soon as this happens and we go parabolic, this is when everybody wants to buy. Okay, and this is when we want to sell. Okay, we want to sell up here when everyone's excited. Down here, no one's excited. It's not fun. I mean, look at that. You guys have seen our Discord in bull markets, and you've seen it, and you see it now. It's boring, right? It's like, oh, I mean, stocks have been great this year. I mean, we've made some money on stocks this year, but cryptos, it's been brutal. I mean, it's been a brutal year for crypto. I mean, it's literally the worst bear market I think we've ever had to sit through. If you're looking at like Ethereum, I mean, this is the longest drought we've ever been in, right? We got our sell signal on Ethereum back here in August at 4,800. We're all the way down here to 1,700, but this has taken 10 months. 10 months of just down, 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 right? And we started buying Ethereum right here at 1,900, okay? And it did get another green dot, so we are very bullish on Ethereum. And you know, anybody that's scared right now has got it all wrong, in my opinion. Because if we're looking at the 4-year moving average, that blue line, the 4-year average sits at 2,500. So if you're somebody, right, if you're somebody that wants to go long, right, if you're not worried about tomorrow's price or next week's price or, oh my gosh, it went back down to 1,500, right? If that's not you, right now on Ethereum, the best altcoin in the world, okay, you're getting a 30% discount in regards to the 4-year average. So you're buying it down here, right? You're buying in this area. This doesn't feel good. Does that make sense, guys? This doesn't feel, this is what stage Ethereum is in. It's not supposed to feel good. We're not supposed to be singing Kumbaya around the fire, right? We're not supposed to be hooping and hollering right now. Things suck right now. That's just the way it is. That's the bear market. I think this is the end of the bear market. And you could see where we bounced. We bounced at 1,500 right there in April. Okay, this was last year. I don't know if you guys were around. Some of you were. Bruno Bone, shout out to him, man. Welcome, brother. Welcome back, brother. But ETH, guys, remember when Trump was putting tariffs on China, how the market was just crashing and everyone was freaking out and everyone was just bearish, right? Just everyone was bearish. Look what we got back here in April of 2025. Green dot right there, $1,600. It went to 5,000. This is when everyone was saying Ethereum was dead. Okay, was down here. This is when everyone was saying overkill. Is it too late to buy Ethereum? Yes, it's too late to buy Ethereum after it goes up 250%. Okay, so now down here, right, this is where people are fearful. This is where people are scared. This is where people are not having a good time. This is where we want to buy, okay? And again, we're buying for the prices for 1 to 6 months out, right? We should be looking at 2027 for an exit, okay? And our exit will be the red dot, just like it came back there in August, okay? You see the separation off the mean. See how far extended it was off the moving average? Extension off the moving average, red dot, pull back, pull back, pull back, okay? It's not rocket science, folks. Buying low, selling high. Don't be scared when the price is down here, okay? Be scared when the price is up here. This is when we should be selling. And again, just like how it's hard to buy down here, you know how it's hard to buy, why it's hard to buy? Because everyone's fearful. Because every influencer on X is bearish. There's probably 2 influencers that I follow. I mean, I've had to unfollow quite a few people. I mean, I see these influencers starting to talk about meme coins and drop their own meme coins, and it's sad. It's really sad to see. But we're staying focused on utility projects, right? Projects that actually have utility and usage. Okay, those are we want to buy great assets at great prices. We're not here gambling, folks. We're taking long-term bets on these assets, right? And crypto is the fastest growing asset in history. I don't care what you think about it. I know everybody thinks it's a scam right now. But when this waves back up here, that's not what they're going to be saying. They're going to be telling you to buy. They're going to be telling you it's going to the moon, right? Ethereum's going to 500,000 by the end of the year. That's what they're going to be saying, okay? And just like how it's hard to buy down here when things are bad, it's hard to sell when things are good, right? It's going to be very hard for some of you to sell up here when you get the sell signal because you're going to be looking at Twitter and everyone's going to be like, we're going to the moon. We're never going down, right? Just go say you're bearish on Micron on Twitter right now. Just go say it and see what happens. They're going to be sending you death threats and all kinds of stuff. It's weird. It's weird, but that's how it works. That is the psychology of how these markets work. Warren Buffett says it best, buy the fear, sell the greed. People are not fearful on Micron right now. They just think it's going to go up forever. And it could keep going up, or it can't. And it could correct back down into the blue line like it always has throughout history. See how when it gets extended off the blue line, comes down. Extended off the blue line, comes down. Okay, so I know it's boring right now in crypto. We haven't gone anywhere since February. Okay, but look where we bottomed in February. We bottomed right there at $7. Where are we sitting right now? 7, 8. So we're in the same price range, right? If I just draw another line, like we're just ranging. We're not shooting up. We're not shooting down. We're just up and down and up and down and up and down, right? The most boring phase of the market, right? At least we're not doing this anymore. At least we're not coming down anymore, right? We're just stabilizing. And you know who buys during this phase? The smart money, right? The smart money's loading up right now while everyone else is scared and running for the hills. So if you want to be scared of these assets, right, these long-term plays, right, after a 75% drop, it's a little too late to be bearish. It's a little too late to be bearish on crypto, guys. Look at that. Chainlink sell signal right there, September, $25, all the way down to 7. Okay, so it's not the time to be scared, folks. It's time to double, triple, quadruple down. Okay, and if you don't have any more ammunition, go find a way to make some. Go drive DoorDash. Go drive Uber. Go mow lawns. Go water someone's field. I don't know. Find a way. You know, that's what we do. We find a way. Okay? And then just remain long, right? We need to treat these, right? Warren Buffett says to treat your stock investments like you're buying a farm. Okay? You're not going to buy the farm and then sell it the next day because the price went down by 3%, right? You're going to hold that puppy. You're going to hold that thing until you get your sell signal. Adam, I'm just staking this one on Coinbase. Looking at the monthly chart. The all-time low is at $1. It's at $1.50. I think I bought this at around $2. So I am down on this position, but I am staking it and earning about 20% APY. So I'm accumulating as much as possible while it's down here. And again, when it shoots up here, this is when I'm going to unload. So just earning the staking rewards on that, it doesn't look very good. Doesn't look very pretty here. It does have the monthly alert, so I would like to see a weekly show up on that. Robinhood, I really want this to come down, dude. I think this is going to be one of the biggest companies in the world. And at least finance companies, not biggest companies in the world, but biggest finance companies in the world. They launched their Robinhood chain on Ethereum, and that's just so good for Ethereum, and it's good for Robinhood stock too. I personally am not buying any meme coins. I don't gamble. You know, I try to take good educated trades. I don't try to, you know, pump and dump or anything like that. But Robinhood, again, it's still green. Again, we entered this back here at $70. This is one of the trades we took this year that's been pretty profitable. I don't think this one's done. I'm looking for short-term pullbacks like on the daily and the 4-hour here to re-enter. I still have half of my position. I did take some profits right here around 113, so it's sitting right around the same price I sold half of my position for. It does have a little bit more room on at 140, but long term, I'm very bullish on this. Look at that monthly alert too. Yeah, I think Robinhood's just a banger, dude. They're going to be a heavy hitter in the crypto markets, and when the crypto bull run kicks off, okay, I think Robinhood's going to be a big winner. Cetus still holding this, still staking it. Just looking for the green dot on that one to potentially buy some more Ethereum. That one printed green a couple weeks ago. It's looking good here. Like I said, it's bottoming right here where it bottomed back in 2025. Traders will call that a double bottom. Okay, it bottomed right there in April of 2025. It went from 1,500 up to 5,000. So we're bottoming at the same spot. That is a technical pattern that is considered bullish as long as 1,500 can hold. And as long as this green dot holds, we're fully bullish on Ethereum and altcoins. As long as the green dot is there, we are fully bullish on altcoins. I think Link had one too. I'm not averaging down on Link because I already bought it off of this signal back here in February at 8. So it's at 780. It doesn't really make sense for me to average down. Now, if Link went down here to $5, right, that's where I'd average down. I only like to average down if it goes down 20% or more and gives a signal. So if we got a dot here in February at $8 and a dot here in July at $8, to me, it doesn't make sense to average down. If you want to own more of the position, obviously you could buy more, but I only want to average down on my position if I'm down 20% or more. So like I said, if this thing came down, like if I bought it at 8, okay, and it came down to, let's just say 650, that's where I'd want to buy more on a green dot. But the fact that both these green dots are coming at the same area, right, this $8 area, okay, that tells you that, hey, there's a good chance that this is the bottom. Okay, I do think the bottom is in for Chainlink there at 7. We also got SMCI still holding this. I did take profits up here around 50, and then I got back in right here around 28. So still break even on that, looking for the green dot to add more. XRP did give the green dot. This would be one that would make sense to potentially average down on. I bought that one at 130. I'm down about 20% on the position down here at 105, right? And you guys might laugh at me being down 20%. I know you're not laughing, but there were people buying up here at $4, guys. Okay, if I'm buying at 130 or buying at 105, it's really not going to matter if I believe it's going back up here to $4 or $5. So I do like XRP here. It did give the green dot last week. That one still looks good here around $1. I may average down on that position this week. We also got SUI printing a green dot as well. So what that's telling you is that, hey, this level right here at 64 is the potential bottom. This is another one I might be looking to average down on this week. Babylon, that's actually another low cap play, and Osmosis. Both of those are low cap plays. They're just kind of not gambles, but they're just lower cap projects. I'm looking for a green dot on the weekly for both of those. We got Plume. Also need the weekly on that to average down as well. Again, just ranging, right? Just going sideways, not going anywhere. XCN, that one's kind of fading down, but they're offering 30% staking rewards. I did migrate my rewards over. To Onyx. So Ethereum staking is only paying 11%. Their Onyx staking is now paying 30%. So I'm taking advantage of that. Again, just looking for a green dot to potentially add more. Uniswap, I think this is this is going to be one of the big winners in the next altcoin season. This one has a monthly alert right now. My average on this is like $3, so I'm up around 20% on the trade. Again, not selling until the wave comes back up here. Okay, not even thinking about selling until the wave comes back up here. Okay, this move is just getting started. I really like Uni here. Ave is another one I added to last week. That one got the signal down here at 67. I actually added right here around 90. So I like this one a lot above 80. Okay, above 84. Still really like that one. A lot of meat on the bone back up there to the red zone. I think that one looks really, really good. No monthly alert yet, but the wave is very, very deep right now. Huge pullback over the last couple of months. This one and Morpho are the two I added last week. And then SoFi still green as well. We entered this one around 15. It's sitting up here at 18 to 19. Still holding that one. Again, just waiting for the wave to come back up there. HNT, this one's just getting absolutely hammered. I think I entered this around 30 cents. I'm down a little bit over the last month. But again, this is a long-term play. This is me investing on their recovery. Again, they do have real-world utility. I don't know why this thing is selling off so hard. I know they sold one of their businesses, but they do still have a very, very large number of holders and stakers. So again, this is just I'm positioning myself for the bull run, folks. We are nowhere. We are not in a bull market right now. Obviously, we haven't been in a bull market since August of last year, right when we got our sell signals. So when the bull market turns back on, okay, some of these names are going to fly. I think HNT is going to be one of them, sitting at all-time lows. Interesting play there. Circle, I took a trade on this at around 70. I'm down on this as well. Green dot, just looking for the green dot here to average down. I will be averaging down on Circle once I see the weekly dot there on that. And then Aerodrome here as well. That one's still green, pulling back a little bit over the last couple of weeks. I want to see this one hold on to 45 cents. That's going to be a big, big level for it if it can hold 45. This is going to be a real big week for crypto. We're really going to tell the direction over the next couple of months based on what happens this week. If buyers step in here and we can break out over some of these resistance levels, we're going to see things absolutely fly. But the fact that Ethereum, right, all these big names are giving green dots. Ethereum gave one, right? Link gave one. XRP gave one. So this is good, right? This isn't, hey, we're going up tomorrow. This is like, hey, 1 to 6 months from now, okay, there's a good chance we're going to be trading higher. Okay, whenever this wave comes back up here, I can't tell you when that's going to happen. This has been an extended bear market, right? One of the nastiest pullbacks in crypto history that we've witnessed. And again, all we're doing is just continuing to dollar cost average. We're not scared down here after things have pulled back 70%, right? We should have been scared up here when things were just going parabolic and everybody was hooping and hollering. Okay, now no one wants it. Now no one cares about XRP at $1. Everybody wants it up here at 350, but no one wants it down here at $1. I think Bitcoin even had a weekly dot as well showing up this week. So again, there's a lot of bullish divergence coming here. That green dot is showing up here in July for Bitcoin. So that's telling you that, hey, this level right here at 57 is the potential bottom. 57 is just the low from this candle a couple weeks ago on the 29th there. Boom. That would be your stop loss on this trade. You would literally be risking like less than 5% on that trade if you were to take this Bitcoin long. Okay. And if this thing bounces here and goes the other way, you're going to see things absolutely rip. And again, we're getting this signal at the same spot we got this one back in March. Okay. Right there at 65. So you're getting this one at 62. That is still technically the same price, right? Up above 60. Two signals up above 60. This one came back in December. This was the bull trap. Okay, this was the bull trap back here in December. What is a bull trap? Well, the December bull trap happened right here. Okay, right there. A bull trap is when everyone thinks we're going back up and we come back down. This happened right here in December. Okay, I don't think this is the bull trap. I think this, if anything, is the bear trap. Okay, this was the bull trap back here. Okay, boom. We shorted that. We shorted Bitcoin back here in January, all the way down here to 60. Okay, and now we've just been ranging. So now we're just doing this. But hey, that's a very good signal to see this week. Okay, that's a start. Okay, now we just need to break out over the 9. We need to get up over like 67,000. But 57 would be the stop loss on the Bitcoin trade if you're taking that there off the green dot. But that is the portfolio. The last thing's just Intel. Again, I'm bearish on this. I'm shorting it. I'm bearish on chips. I got that and SOXS as my two short positions. What's going on, Bruno? What's going on, James? If you guys got chart requests, go ahead and drop them in the chat. That is my portfolio update, guys. Not a lot of developments. Again, we're in a very boring stage of the market. Again, I want to buy boring stocks. I don't want to buy things that are exciting. I want to sell when they're exciting. So a lot of these names have been going sideways. We had a few winners. SMCI was a big winner. Oracle was a big winner. Hood was a big winner. We've definitely pulled some profits this year. And now we're just waiting. I think PayPal is going to be the next big runner for the portfolio in the short term. Everything else, we're just in a holding pattern, right? Chainlink, Ethereum. Chainlink's still one of my biggest positions. Ethereum, I have a pretty hefty position on as well. Uniswap, Aave, Like once this bull run kicks off, once crypto decides to go back up and go on its run, okay, portfolio is going to be sitting pretty. A lot of the crypto names, I'm down anywhere from, I don't know, 10 to 20% on a lot of the names. And again, I'm just looking for places to dollar cost average. So Link, all right, Uniswap, I just got in at $3. I don't need to average down on that. But something like Link, if that came down to $6, I'd definitely be buying more. But I don't want to average down at the same spot that I bought. So again, since February, we've just been ranging. I've been saying the bottom's in since February. It's still the bottom for a lot of these names. Ethereum, that bottom didn't hold from February, but it's pretty dang close. I mean, we're sitting, right, that was the bottom right there at 1,700. We're up above that level we wicked down to in February. So I know we wicked down here for about a month, but hey, we're right back up to where the signal came. So again, long-term mindset, guys, long-term wins. Stick to the plan no matter what. Okay, no matter what the market does, we have a plan and we execute, right? We're farmers. As long as the wave is down here, we should be thinking, put the seeds in the ground. This is planting season. Up here is harvesting season. We're not going to sell down here in planting season when we should be out in the field laying the seed, right? We should be selling up here when things are exciting, okay? Things will be exciting again one day. It's just a matter of when. I don't have a magic ball, okay? But the last time I got this signal back here in April, that took 5 months to go to the top. So just be patient here. Again, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not a get-rich-quick strategy. This is a buy-and-hold pattern. This is a buy-and-hold strategy. Okay, and if you're still rocking, you guys have made it through one of the worst bear markets in history. Okay, we've talked about this a couple times over the last couple weeks for crypto, right? The fear and greed index has literally hit extreme fear. What are we in right now? We're in fear, right? Everybody's fearful. This is not an exciting time in the crypto market. Okay, but looking back here since 2025, we've hit extreme fear. Let me see if I can make this bigger. We've hit extreme fear. Okay, extreme fear is this bottom when it's red. Since 2025, we've hit it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. It hasn't even hit extreme fear since 2023. We've hit it 6 times since 2025, guys. Okay, I would call that despair. Okay, what is despair? Despair is this. Okay, everyone's tired of crypto. Nobody wants anything to do with it. It's a scam, right? It's going to zero. Okay, that's the sentiment right now. That's not going to be the sentiment up here. Okay, they're going to be shouting XRP is going to 10,000 by the end of the year again when it's up here. Okay, and you're not going to want to sell. Okay, but we take the emotion out of it. We take our feelings out. We take our emotions out. We just focus on the signal here, folks. Focus on the signal. If the dot is green, we're bullish. If it's red, we're bearish. So if the dot is green, you have nothing to worry about. You don't have to worry about selling. Now, if a red dot pops, like it did back here on Ethereum at 2,100, you could set a stop loss, you could sell, and then get back in on the green dot, okay? So again, just paying attention to what color the dot is. Green means up, red means down. It's really that simple, okay? And keeping the long-term mindset, staying patient. If you guys have requests, go ahead and drop them. I'll take a few before we sign off here. Tomorrow is going to be the chart request day. We're answering chart requests tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday. I take those right here from the live request thread. If you guys are in the Discord, you guys can get them over here. I also take them from the live chat here as well. If you guys can't access the live chat, there is a join button on YouTube here underneath the video that will get you access. If you guys do not have access to the Discord link is in the description of this video if you guys want to join. Let's see what we got here. Bruno Bode says, FOMO is real, not financial advice. Do your own research. Always, brother. Follow the rules. CO, baby. Yes, sir. I see one here for MCAPS for XDC. I'll stay on here as long as you guys got chart requests. XDC just needs a signal. Okay, this thing ugly, man. Just all the way to the floor. You're sitting right now. The price is currently sitting right here where we took off back in 2024. This thing went from 0.02 all the way up to 14 cents. It was a beautiful trade. 700% if you took that. But you're sitting at the 2024 low. So the lowest price in 2 years. I'd be a buyer on the next green dot of XDC if I believed in the project. FLR. Also, I mean, look at this, guys. This is what every crypto chart looks like right now. I mean, just flushing everybody out, man. I mean, yeah, it looks like a scam now, okay? But again, when it pumps back up, that's when people get excited again. Again, FLR, it had a monthly alert, but it faded away. Sitting down here at 6 cents, I mean, it's at an all-time low. So if you believe in the project, you just want to wait for the green dot there on the weekly. It's crazy, man. This last 10 months for crypto has just been absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I mean, we got the crypto president and all the BS, right? The Clarity Act is what's going to look like it's going to be the catalyst. I hate to say that, but I mean, look at this chart. I mean, you guys got the sell signal there in August, 3 cents. It's down 90%. Okay. You're sitting right here at the 2024 lows. So the good thing about this is prices are sitting at their 2 to 3 year lows, right? The lowest price we've gotten in 2 to 3 years. Okay, and for some reason, that's where people want to exit. But really, that's where you should be excited because this tells you that, hey, this is where the buyers stepped in last time. It went from 0.03 all the way up to 2 cents. That was a beautiful trade. SHX, I'd be a buyer of on the next green dot as well. Watch the weekly. You got one right here at around 0.038. It's at 0.035, so you're kind of sitting at the same exact price. You got these ones in back in March. I see one here for IONQ for Gary. What's going on, brother? IONQ still coming down. You just need the signal. We got the signal. This was another great trade for us this year, too. We entered this at around 27. I think we nailed the top on this, too. 167% move in 2 months. Okay, we sold right there around 70. Got the red dot. Now it's selling off. We're just looking for the signal now. Need the green dot. If there's no green dot, we're not interested. It's got the MACD crossover as well. So that one's really melting down. Your opportunity to sell this was right there in June, right around $60 to $70. Okay, time to buy was right here at 27. See how we hit the 4-year and bounced? Okay, now we're just looking for the signal there on IONQ. I see one here for MCAPS, for HBAR. HBAR is just nasty. Just nasty. Look at that drop, dude. You just need a signal on HBAR. So if you got in right here at 8 cents, you'd be looking to average down now on the next signal. That last signal came right there at 8 cents. I think I got stopped out of this at 8 cents. 8 cents was my stop. It hit it. Now it's fading down. Looking for the green dot now on HBAR. So again, your long-term conviction should still be intact. Okay, whether you buy at 8 cents or 6 cents, it won't really matter if you think this thing's going back up here to 40 cents. Again, everyone's excited about HBAR up here at 40 cents. No one cares about it down here at 6 cents. Okay, look at that red dot back in December. Boom, 35 cents. Boom, all the way down to 6 cents. So looking for the green dot there on HBAR. IONQ General Info, it's a quantum computing stock. It's actually one of my favorite quantum computing plays because they make the most money, right? All the other quantum computing stocks, look at the revenue rose 755% in the last year. Okay, that's really good, meaning they made 755% more than they were making back here. Look, they made 7.5 million, then they made 60 million. Okay, that's a really big increase in revenue. So this one's definitely on the watch list, right? But our goal is to buy great assets at great prices. If IONQ is a great asset, is this a great price up here at $80, $70? No. Why is it not a great price? Because look where the average is. See, if you're buying it up here, guys, okay, you're doing it wrong. Okay, 60% off of the 4-year average, you're asking to get clapped. This is where we bought IONQ, okay, right there at $27. Okay, boom. Popped all the way up to 75. We took our profits, and now it's coming back down. So great company, great growth. We just want to wait for the signal now, right? Great. You can buy the best asset in the world. Say Bitcoin is the best asset in the world. But if you're buying Bitcoin up here at 125, you're doing yourself a disservice. That's why we use technical analysis, guys. See where Bitcoin is now? It's under the 4-year. So this is historically a good price or a fair price for Bitcoin. Up here, not a fair price. Okay, 125 down to 60. That's almost a 60% drop there. Okay, and now we're getting green dots down here, which gets us interested again, right? Where we should be bullish on Bitcoin now if we're using our strategy. It doesn't matter what everybody else thinks. If we're using our strategy, we're buying Bitcoin today at 60,000. What else we got? HIMS. Entry was 25. Man, I trimmed HIMS right here. I sold it. I think I sold it around 36. I think I sold like off that dot or something right there on the daily. I think this thing has room to run. This is tough because the wave is so far up here now. So I wouldn't mind trimming some. I mean, if you got in at 25, you got in what, down here? Yeah, that was a good entry down here, right around 25. Okay, so you're up. You're up currently probably 40%, 56 all the way to the top. I don't think it's a bad place to trim some, okay, in case it does decide to pull back here. Okay, the wave is pretty far up here now, so you really want to see it hold on to like 29.5. I would definitely set a stop loss at 29.5, maybe trim a little bit. Again, I sold my position to raise cash, but I got in down here at $14. So, I mean, I was up 160% or something like that. So you want to see that hold on to 29.50. I'd use a stop loss at 29.50 as long as it can hold that orange line, right? That momentum EMA, which is the 9 EMA. Okay, you're good. But you want to see it hold this low from that red candle right there at around 30. So I'd probably set the stop loss at like 29.50. Pyth looks good. That one broke out. I like this one over 3.5. The dot is green, so we're bullish, right? You're just waiting for the wave to come back up here, holding that one. Okay, or buying. I mean, I think it even looks cheap. What else we got? What else? Netflix. Netflix has a green dot this week. So they have earnings. So again, before you jump the gun on the green dot, you just got to keep in mind they have earnings on Thursday. So if they miss their earnings, right? If something happens with their earnings, if they don't make as much money as they were expecting or they give weak guidance, okay, it could sell off, kind of like ACN did, right? ACN, right, sold off on its earnings. So Netflix, if you're long on it, I mean, you're buying it at the 4-year average here. So you're buying it at a fair price according to the last 4 years. It does have the green dot here on the weekly. It does not have one yet on the monthly, but I like Netflix here. I'd be a buyer here. I'd actually maybe look for a position. If this thing sells off hard on its earnings, I will be looking to buy Netflix. We got the verse of the day from Slow Train, Proverbs 23:4. Don't wear yourself out trying to get rich. Be wise enough to control yourself. That's awesome, brother. That definitely applies to what we're doing here, dude. Logic, data, and discipline. Right? Everyone wants to get rich quick, but no one wants to do the steps it takes to get there. Right? You cannot get rich quick. Yeah, you can hit the lotto, but the chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to none. And most of the people that win the lotto, they end up killing themselves because they made all this money, then they spent it, then they owe a bunch of taxes, or they racked up a bunch of debt or assets that they can no longer afford to pay for, and they commit suicide. Guys, we are anti get rich quick here. Okay, we want to build assets and build our portfolios over time. Okay, I love when markets go straight up and to the right too, just as much as anybody else, but the market isn't always going to do that. Okay, sometimes the market will do nothing and just go sideways. Sometimes the market will go down. Sometimes it will go up. I was watching a video on Warren Buffett the other day. He said, if you buy a stock and you are not fully prepared to hold that stock all the way down 50%, you shouldn't buy it, right? You should be buying things. Think of these assets. Think of these things you're buying like houses, right? You're investing. You wouldn't invest into a real estate property and then sell it the next day because it went down, right? Or the next year because it went down. You would hold that thing, right? But it's hard to sell real estate, right? You have to get a realtor. You have to do all the paperwork. You have to get the title company, right? You have to clean your house. You have to fix the whole, right? Yeah, it's a process. Right? The thing about stocks and crypto and why so many people fail is because they get emotional. They see their portfolio go down and they make an emotional decision because it's so easy. I can grab my phone right here, put it in my hand, and just boom, click a button, boom, I'm sold. I'm out. Right? A position is never considered a loss until you actually sell it at a loss. So if you're down 20% and you sell it, you lost. But if you're down 20% and you hold it, it goes back up, now you're up 100%, it was never a loss. It was a loss for a moment, but it was never recorded as a loss. Okay, a lot of people don't understand that. So again, our trades are we're thinking 6 months out, right? Minimum 6 months out, guys. Sometimes we might have to wait 7 or 8 months for these trades to hit. But that verse right there from Slow Train, Proverbs 23:4, again, don't wear yourself out trying to get rich. Be wise enough to control yourself. Control yourself in the hard times. Control yourselves in the bear markets. Okay? Control yourselves when things go down. Okay? And don't try to get rich quick. It's just not going to work. It's failed. It fails for everybody. Okay? It's not going to happen like that. Hate to tell you. Okay? Maybe you hit a meme coin and it goes 100x. Okay? But then what are you going to go do? You're going to do the same thing and then you're going to lose the next 99 times and all your money's going to be gone. Okay? Great assets at great prices. Have a plan and execute, guys. We have a plan here. We follow a plan, a very strict plan that you can learn about here in the trading course. And again, if you guys like our indicators, you can download those right here in the trading indicator tab. Just click on this link right here. It takes a couple of clicks, and everything on my screen that we talked about today is going to load right up into your TradingView account. Your screen will look exactly like my screen. And again, those rules, okay, we're focused on a monthly and a weekly chart, 1 to 6 months out on all investments. Logic, data, and discipline. Thank you, Slow Train. SOXS, should you wait for a pullback? I don't think it's going to pull back, dude. I mean, I'm in at $5. My entry on this is $5. I'm down on the position, but I don't care. I literally don't care because I just look at a stock like Intel. That looks like it's breaking down to me. Okay, we lost the 9 EMA there. AMD is going to do the same thing. I mean, look at these MACDs, guys. See the MACD down here? This is stupid. This is stupid. Okay, last time it got that high was right here, back in 2000. What happened? Oh my gosh. Okay, I think chip stocks are the worst place to be right now. If I own chip stocks, I'd be selling all my positions and going all in on crypto. Okay, because crypto is the most beat up sector out there. It's gone down for the longest period of time. Okay, so the whole goal is to rotate your capital, right? Ethereum down here at a 30% discount off the 4-year looks a lot better than Intel sitting up here up 700% on the year. Would you rather buy something that's down 70% or up 700% if you're buying low and selling high? It's a basic common sense question, you know? And again, some people just can't comprehend it. But again, we have indicators that tell us this, guys. This is all just information, right? I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sitting here showing you that, hey, if you look at the 4-year average, Intel is 57% off of it, okay? Which tells me we're going to correct down into that eventually. Not going to be tomorrow, but eventually. SOXS, I wouldn't wait, dude. If you want to short it, I would not wait. It is the inverse of SOXL, and that thing is starting to crack down as well. You got the MACD crossover on that, yeah. Not looking good for chip stocks here, folks. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. What else we got? ONDS, is it time to buy? Does it have a grain dot? No, not yet. What's the daily say? Yeah, it's melting down. You got to wait for the signal on ONDS. HANDL. Is that a crypto? Yes, it is. No data for me. Can't tell you. If there's no data on my indicator, there's nothing I could tell you. It's too new. Net, that's Cloudflare. Again, where's the wave? Wave's up here. They got earnings coming up on the 30th. I'd be a seller of Net here. I'd be a seller. Again, another stock that's trading up 48% off the moving average. Again, time to buy was right here. Okay, time to buy was right in here. See those dots? Boom. We want to buy when the wave's down here, not up here. I'd be a seller in Net. It can keep going for sure, but I would be a seller, or I would set a stop loss at like 235 on the stock. SMH, this is another chip semiconductor ETF. Again, looks like it's cracking down. Until I see a green dot pop up on this, I am very bearish on chip stocks. Oracle's getting smoked. There's another one I had a nice trade on, 135 up here to 250. Now it's just getting sold off. So I'd be waiting for the green dot on the weekly. Again, until you see the green dot, you should not enter. I know I'll jump the gun sometimes because I have ADHD brain, but a lot of the time I'm buying because I know it's coming within the next 1 to 3 weeks, right? Like I bought Circle last week. Look how deep the wave is. I'm assuming that's going to come here in the next 1 to 3 weeks. Okay, I need to follow the plan to the T, but I don't always do it. Okay, and when it happens, like I'm down 20% on this position because I didn't wait. So it will punish you if you don't wait, if you don't have patience. So the best thing you could do on Oracle right now is wait for a green dot, okay, and then remain long. But I am looking to re-enter Oracle once it gets the signal because this is a humongous company, huge company. So watching that one like a hawk this week. What else we got? RDW Outlook. Thanks for asking your question. Like, you actually want to know what the outlook is. So RDW, I don't know much about this company. Looks like they're losing on their earnings, but they're back down into the 40-year average. Again, this was not a good time to buy up here at 27. Okay, it looks a lot better down here at 9. Again, we just be waiting on the green dot. Microsoft, good request. This one and Netflix are my two favorite big stocks this week because, again, they have signals. So, again, we're getting this signal at the same price we got this signal back in April. Okay, that came at 370. It popped all the way up there to 460 and then pulled back. But now you're getting this signal here. We got earnings coming up here at the end of the month in 2 weeks. I like Microsoft a lot here above 260. I made a TikTok about this today. Every time since 2010, for the last 16 years, every time Microsoft has came down into the 4-year moving average, that blue line, and tapped it, it has bounced. Okay, tapped it, bounced. Tapped it again, bounced. Tapped it again. What are we going to do? Are we going to bounce or are we going to sell off? I don't know. But if you look at the last 16 years of data, since 2010, it will tell you that you're going to bounce. Okay, if you're going off of historical patterns. But 350, I'd put a stop loss at 345. Okay, that's the low there from a couple weeks ago. If you're entering that, I do like Microsoft. I would be a buyer here. IRIN. I've been short IRIN for a while, since June. Okay, right there at 60. It's already down 40% from where I told you to sell it. Again, we just wait for the signal now. Okay, if you're buying using our strategy, that signal came right there in April at $5. That went all the way up to $80. That was a humongous trade. I definitely missed this one, but that was a 1,200% move over from April all the way up there to November. That was about an 8-month hold for 2,000% gains. Now we're just waiting for this thing to come down. I would like to see this thing at like 23. Okay, looking for the signal on that. Just need the green dot. Until we get the green dot, we cannot be bullish. Okay, XLM. That one is also red. So if you want to put a stop loss on this, put it at 16. Personally, I just be looking to average down here off the next green dot when it comes. It's sitting at 18. It's just range bound right now, very choppy. Okay, time to buy was down here at like 15 cents. Moreno says Microsoft CEO is doing a lot of good work. I'll add more to the position for sure. Yeah, definitely a good time to add here off the weekly signal. That earnings call will be an interesting one. I see one here for APT. Aptos getting smoked. Okay, just getting absolutely annihilated here. So you want that one to hold on to 55 cents. Like this is another one I got stopped out of. I think I got in right here around 80, stopped out right there when we lost that 80-cent level there. But the dot is green there on the weekly and it's green on the monthly. So again, this thing was at $15, guys. $15 in 2024. It's at 50 cents right now. It's just unbelievable how much some of these cryptos have fallen. I mean, it's just brutal. Brutal. $15 down to 58 cents. That should be a gall dang crime, dude. My goodness. So, I mean, if you like the project, I don't know much about it. I would say it's a great time to buy because it's at all-time lows. It's got the green monthly. It's got the green weekly. So, if you're playing the bottom here, I would set a stop loss at anywhere from 50 to 55 cents. What's up, Andre? I'm shorting all chip stocks. So I'm shorting all chip stocks using SOXS. So this is like a semiconductor ETF. So it has a bunch of different stocks, right? It has NVIDIA, AMD, Intel, right? All of those. I'm shorting every single chip stock. I'm short on chips. The only one I have puts on is Intel. Okay, and I open those up here at like 130. And you can see we're breaking down below the 9 this week. I think things are going to get really ugly for chip stocks this week. So, yes, I am short on AMD through the SOXS ETF. Rivian. Rivian got the signal down here around 14. Very choppy. This is a great day trading stock, but just not one I'm interested in going long on. If you're going long on it, I would use a stop loss at $14. $14 is your stop loss if you're going long on Rivian. Meta still a buy after a recent run. I don't like it as much. I liked it more down here at 550. But again, a very choppy stock. This one's tough too. If you're going to buy it, I mean, your stop loss needs to be at like 530 here if you think that's going to keep going. I just can't get over some of these valuations. Like Google. Like Google's up in the red zone. Look how far off the EMA it is. I mean, Meta right now is sitting at a premium, right? If you're looking at the 4-year average, you're buying it at a 20% premium. So it's like going to the store and everything's 20% more expensive. Just not my favorite, right? I'd rather buy something like Ethereum that's 30% down below it. That's just my personal preference, though. I don't like to buy things up above the EMA. Okay, I like to buy it at the EMA or below it. So great assets at great prices. Again, you could buy the greatest asset in the world. If you're buying Ethereum, the greatest altcoin in the world, up here at $5,000, you're doing yourself a disfavor, right? We should be wanting to buy down here. Okay, great assets at great prices, folks. Aptos is an outdated project, in my opinion. There's no point of investing in a project that doesn't have good tokenomics. They recently overhauled the way they view their tokens, so let's see. Good to know. Flare, we already covered. Again, just waiting for the signal on that one. TTD, this one's trying to lure me back in, but I'm just not. I don't think I'm going to get back in on this. This thing just keeps going down. Again, for a long opportunity, it looks good. I got stopped out at like $19.50. I would say up above $17, it looks okay. Things just stuck in a very brutal downtrend. Very brutal downtrend. You want to see that one break out over like 21 and close. But it does have the green dot. It does have earnings coming up here in August, and it does have the green dot on the monthly. So if you're long on the company, I would say yes, this looks like a great time to be a buyer. That is another one I got stopped out on, though. Been looking at Intuit for a long time. Intuit. Starting to reverse there. It's got a gold dot there on the weekly, and it's crossing over there on the MACD. This looks good. This looks. I like this company better than Intuit, than TTD, just because I understand what it is. It's the QuickBooks TurboTax. They're a tax company, and they're down from $800 all the way down here to $300. It's got the green dot here, down there at around 260. That one looks good. I'd be a buyer of Intuit here. It's got the gold dot there on the weekly. Aerodrome, we need that one to hold on to 45. If that can hold 45 cents, it's most likely going to have another leg down. I don't see a red dot yet, so nothing to panic about. I am still holding my position that I bought here around 37 cents. And that's all I see for today, folks. We'll pick back up on these chart requests tomorrow. I'll be covering these over here from the Discord, so we'll just be going down the list here, and we'll also be taking some more from the chat. We are back to normal live stream schedules, Monday through Friday here, 2 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you guys for tuning in today. If you got some value out of this, smash the like. Let me know what you guys are looking at down in the comments section if you're watching the replay. Again, if you guys want the indicators, you guys can download those over here in the trading indicator tab. Check out the free trading course if you guys are new. The Discord link is in my bio. It is free to join. You guys can check that out there. And again, take that free course if you guys are new. If you guys need me, hit me up over here inside of support chat. We got a team over here ready to help you, ready to assist. I think we're at around 35,000 in the Discord now, which is just absolutely insane. Once again, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.